Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Andrew and today I'm going to be answering the question, should you use a launch service like Viral Launch in 2019? Okay, before we go over whether I think you should actually use a launch service in 2019, I think it's important we actually go over what it is a launch service provides. When you're starting your own private label product, you're essentially creating a new listing on Amazon that's got no sales history and no sales data. The problem with this is Amazon determines which results they show when a customer searches on their platform based on sales data. So if a customer would search for your product on Amazon, Amazon is much more likely to show existing products with established sales history. So as you can see, there's a bit of a catch-22 here. Your product isn't going to get shown by Amazon because it doesn't have the sales history, but you're never going to get any sales history if Amazon doesn't show your product. So this is where a launch service comes in. A launch service like Viral Launch can essentially inflate your sales data over a period of 7 to 10 days to make it appear as though you're selling as many units as the other top sellers for your product. So in theory, Amazon's algorithm should see this and should be more likely to promote your product when a customer searches the keyword related to your product. And the reason this works is Viral Launch can attribute the giveaways they give away to their customers to a certain keyword. So if you're doing a launch for a booster seat, for example, when you go on to set up that launch in Viral Launch, you can use what is called an organic URL. And what this basically does is tricks Amazon's algorithm into thinking that all the sales that you get from that giveaway have actually come from people searching up booster seat on Amazon's platform. And this feeds into the next question. Are launches against Amazon's terms of service? To try and answer this, we'll have a look at the terms of service on the Amazon Seller Central help section. Okay, I'm on the Amazon Seller Central help section under selling policies and seller code of conduct. Now, I recommend you read through all of this, but for brevity's sake, I've just gone to the two sections that I think are most applicable to launches. And that section is the last bullet point under seller code of conduct, so this one here. And what this basically states is Amazon doesn't want certain sellers having a leg up over other sellers. They want the seller that is best meeting the customer's needs to be shown first. I think this first sub-bullet point is really interesting. They say they don't want behavior that could be deemed as manipulation or gaming of any part of the buying or selling experience. So you may be thinking, well, surely that means Amazon doesn't want people using launch services because they're essentially doing a load of giveaways to inflate their sales data and basically game Amazon's system into thinking that they're selling better than what they actually are. But in my opinion, the word gaming itself is just too vague and it doesn't explicitly say they don't want people using giveaways. Because at the end of the day, Amazon lets you create discount codes on their platform to essentially incentivize customers to buy your product. And it's these discount codes that you use on a service like Viral Launch. But at the end of the day, people are still buying your product, even if it is at a steep discount. And in my opinion, the word gaming is just so subjective that is actually at the root as to why some people are so strongly against launch services while others think they are within Amazon's terms of service. Because it is essentially at the seller's discretion as to whether they are gaming the system or not. So in my opinion, using a launch service is in the grey area of Amazon's terms of service. And I've been told by multiple 6- and 7-figure sellers that as long as you're in the grey in terms of Amazon's terms of service, you won't be penalised for it. Because at the end of the day, if they really wanted to penalise people for using a launch service, they could just explicitly say, we don't want people using launch services and put that in their terms of service. Instead, they're using terms like gaming and rank manipulation, which could be considered subjective. The next bullet point is about misleading or inauthentic reviews, and I know for a fact this is something Amazon is extremely strict with, and if you get caught leaving a negative review on a competitor's listing, then I can almost guarantee you'll get your account suspended, if not banned. And again, the next bullet point talks about things that could be perceived as attempting to manipulate Amazon's search results. So again, there's a degree of whether it's subjective or not, whether a launch service is actually manipulating the sales rank or whether it's actually an authentic way to get sales. And again, the last one is just anything considered to be intentionally damaging another seller. And again, Amazon are very strict about this. So that's the most relevant thing I could find in terms of Amazon's terms of service, talking about launch services. And again, like I say, it just seems a bit too subjective to say one way or another. Okay, if you do decide to run a launch with a service like Viral Launch, I'll quickly go through how I'd find the keyword I want to rank for. If you don't know already, this is Helium 10, in my opinion, the best overall software for Amazon sellers. I'll link in the top right a video I did on it, going through all the different features. If you do decide to get it, I'll leave a link in the description where you can go to get it, and if you use the code LOWES50 you'll get 50% off your first month and you'll be helping me out. Okay, the tool I'm going to use in Helium 10 to find the keyword I want to rank for as part of my launch, I'm going to use Magnet. So just click on Magnet. Okay, what Magnet is a keyword research tool that allows us to find the keywords customers are using to find products on Amazon. So for example, if we were selling a dog collar, I would just search up dog collar in the search field at the top, and I'll change it to the UK marketplace and hit search. And as you can see, we've got over 2,000 keywords related to dog collar, but just to narrow it down a bit, I like to change it to just organic match type and a minimum search volume of around 50 to 100. So just hit apply with them. Now the next thing I'm going to do is sort it by search volume. So it's going to show the ones that get the most search volume every month first. And as you can see, obviously dog collar itself is getting the most searches a month at 22,719. But some information that Helium 10 gives you that I think is really valuable is their CPR 8-day giveaway. And what this number basically tells you is how many units you would have to give away over the course of 8 days to basically rank for that keyword. So if we wanted to rank for dog collar, we would essentially have to give away 552 units over 8 days. And this information is obviously really important because, you know, if you're ordering 500 units, you physically wouldn't have enough to do a giveaway to rank for dog collar. So what we can do is scroll down and find another keyword that does get a lot of search volume, but is not going to require as many units to give away to rank for that keyword. So for example, something like dog collars medium or dog collar small dog, as these are only needing 88 and 56 giveaways respectively. But it would still be definitely worthwhile going after this keyword because, you know, if you're number one for dog collars medium, then 2,500 people are going to see your listing number one every month. And if only 10% of the people that see that listing buy it, that's still 250 sales every month. Okay, so if you don't know, I'm going to be launching multiple products in the Amazon UK marketplace over the coming months. So the question is, will I be using a launch service for any or all of these products? And the answer is yes for most of them. In my opinion, the benefits of getting a load of sales velocity into your product as soon as it launches outweighs the small amount of risks associated with using a launch service. But does that mean you should necessarily use a launch service yourself to launch your own product? Well, again, it depends on a few things. Have you got enough units to actually do the giveaway and then get selling properly and organically without going out of stock? Because in the earlier example of dog collar, where we would have to be giving away over 500 units, if you only had a 500, 600, 700 unit order, you would pretty much go out of stock guaranteed. It also depends on your budget because you're going to be giving these units away at 90% off. So, you know, if you haven't got enough units after the giveaway to be selling profitably, then it probably wouldn't be worth it for you. And again, there's a small risk that Amazon could turn around one day and say they're not going to accept launches anymore. But saying that, I don't think they'd ever retroactively go back and penalize the people that have used launch services in the past. I think it'd just be going forward from that point on. They don't want people using them. So for me, the benefits of getting my product ranked for my main keywords and getting it selling organically as soon as possible outweighs the cost of the launch service. Okay, say for whatever reason you didn't want to use a launch service, what are some of your alternatives that you have for launching a product? Firstly, let's just remember the point of a launch is just to drive as many sales as possible to your new product to get it ranking for your main keywords. So with that in mind, one way to launch is to go heavy with PPC. Now, PPC or pay-per-click advertising is where we're going to be paying Amazon to show our product when a customer searches in a keyword that's either related to our product or is exactly the kind of product we're selling. Okay, say we were launching a dog collar and we wanted our dog collar to be shown as either the first, second or third result when a customer searches dog collar. Well, let's say the average daily sales for the existing top 3 results for dog collar were doing 10 sales a day. Well, let's say if we were spending £30 a day on PPC, for example, and we were getting 10 sales because of that, then we'd be matching the 10 sales of the existing top 3 results. And if you sustain this for 7 to 10 days, there's a good chance Amazon will move your product into the top 5 results for dog collar. Okay, so that would be what I consider a heavy PPC strategy, but we can also use Facebook ads to drive loads of sales to our product. So another launch method is to run discounted Facebook ads to your product. Now, of course, Facebook ads can be a whole nother beast in themselves, so I wouldn't recommend this if you're just getting started because it's just a whole nother thing that you'd have to learn. But similarly to the other strategies, we can pay Facebook to show our product, and say we're doing a 50 or 60% discount, we can show that ad to loads of people on Facebook and try and get those 10 sales a day that way. Okay, I think it's important to mention that before doing a launch that you really optimize your listing, so the photos, you know, you get 5, 10 reviews maybe, so that when your product is in the top 3 results for that search term, the customers are actually seeing it and they're buying it. Because there's no point becoming the first result for your product if only 1% of customers actually go onto your listing are buying. Because Amazon will soon see this and they'll just drop you back down the ranks, and you know, if you want to get ranked again, you'd have to do a relaunch, and that brings a load of other problems. So I just recommend get your listing optimized first, you know, get 5 reviews, get the perfect photos, the best bullet points, and then do your launch. Okay, I'll just finish with a quick update on my own FBA journey if you're interested. So my first product that has been shipped by sea is going to be arriving around a week from now, and I've just had an inspection done on another product today, and I'm about to go through the inspection report now. Now, this product is a lot lighter, so I'm going to be having it shipped by air on Monday, hopefully. So hopefully within 2 weeks, this product should be selling on Amazon as well. So of course, I'm really excited about getting selling and being able to create loads of videos showing you my experience with getting selling, my launch, my PPC strategy going forward, and also getting my first sale. That's just going to be an absolutely amazing experience, so I'm looking forward to it. So if you want to follow along with my journey, please subscribe down below and leave a like on this video because it really helps. And also please leave a comment on your opinion with launch services. You know, have you used one in the past? Do you use one? Are you totally against them? Leave me a comment, let me know what you think. I'm really interested in hearing your guys' opinions. If you're just getting started with Amazon FBA and you want a full comprehensive guide to getting started, then I'll link in the top right a video I recently did that does just that. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day and I'll catch you in the next one.